What's good, my YouTube familia? How is everybody doing today on this Sunday afternoon, fam bams? Hopefully everybody's doing wonderfully blessed today with their loved ones. This is Robin Hood and Stock Talk with Jaime G. That be me. For those of you that don't know, well, now you know. I'm definitely not your financial advisor. I'm just merely sharing my thoughts and opinions as I invest in the markets. With that being said, you guys can do me a solid, show some mad love, and smash that like button and hit that notification bell, guys. And it also helps me out with that YouTube algo. And most of all, it's free, guys. It don't cost you nothing to just give a big fat thumbs up, and it helps me out, guys. You know what I'm saying? I take my time out of the day to make these videos so you and I can put these stocks on our radar and hopefully make our accounts go up, not down. Guys, today the futures are up, which is good, right? Because most of the time, not always, guys, and I'm not sidekick, but most of the times on Sunday, from what I've noticed, when the futures are up on Sunday, Monday tends to be a green day. So fingers crossed, hopefully, praying to the stock gods. Not joking, guys. No, but for reals, guys, hopefully tomorrow will be a great day, right? Because I know a lot of us, most of us have been getting destroyed, right? I know I have on my account, as you can see. Right, I've just been getting annihilated for like the past 2 weeks, guys. I just going down. But you never lose until you sell. You know what I mean, guys? So always keep that in mind. Try to keep those emotions in check, guys. I know it's very hard. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, we all got to work on it. Keyword we, because I got to too as well. I didn't panic sell or anything like that this go round, but I have in the past, guys. But I'm learning to be better at it. Guys, we're not going to be too long enough. I don't want to take up too much time on your Sunday. Guys, if you can see on my shoulder over here, boop, who's that? Boop, who's that? Let me know in the comments below if you know who that is that I showed you guys back there behind me. My homeboy chilling back there. He's watching my back, making sure no one messes with me. I'm joking, guys. All right, guys, we're going to talk about LIVX. I think it's a great stock. It's currently going for a little over $4, guys. I want to put this one on your radar because they did good during the pandemic, guys, right? They were one of those stocks that actually benefited due to the pandemic, right, because of what they do. But I think they're going to do great even now that, you know, because we're going to have all these vaccines, or not we already have vaccines rolling out, rather, guys, right? So sooner than later, things are going to loosen up. They're going to ease up on restrictions, you know, on a state-to-state basis. But nonetheless, the point I'm getting at is they are going to release, they're going to ease restrictions, rather, guys, and people are going to go out. People are going to want to spend money, going to casinos, concerts, going on vacations, you know, all the things that we did prior to this crazy pandemic that we're going through. You know what I mean? Who doesn't want to get on an airplane and go to Mexico or wherever and put some sand between your toes and just kick back and drink a couple cold ones or do whatever it is that you do? You know what I'm saying? I know I'm tired of being cooped up, right? I try my best to not go a lot of places. I try to do my due diligence and doing what we got to do to hopefully stop the spread of this pandemic, right? But that's a whole other conversation and video, right? So back to the subject. Like I said, LIVX is the company that I'm talking about, ticker LIVX. Okay, first I just want to talk a little bit about the markets. Like I said, guys, today the Dow Jones and the S&P 500, right, they rose 0.7% versus fair value, right, and the NASDAQ rose 0.85% today, which is hopefully a great sign for this week, guys, right? Hopefully we can start the week off green and continue to go the rest of the week out in green. We don't need any more blood, right? You know what I mean? Because it's just been horrible, you know. And the House passed, for those of you that didn't know, guys, the House passed the 1.9 trillion stimulus packet on Saturday evening, right? So that's a plus for the markets as well, guys, right? And including, obviously, the $1,400 stimulus check is in that, right? The $15 an hour wasn't in that. They're talking about maybe later, right, guys? But the $1,400 checks for the people that qualify are in it, and hopefully we should be getting our checks sometime in March is what they're saying, right? And obviously that's another plus, right? Because people are going to spend, right? They're going to, some people put money in the markets, put it in crypto. Nonetheless, the markets will go up when the stimuluses come out. You know what I mean? And also, Johnson & Johnson got an emergency approval, emergency FDA approval of their vaccine, right? So now we have tres, uno, dos, tres. We have 3 vaccines, right, on rolling out. So that just, like I said, that's going to ease up restrictions. People are going to be getting out, right? And things, hopefully, sooner than later, will start getting back to what they were. I don't think they will ever get back, in my opinion anyways, guys. I don't think things will ever get back to the way it was due to this craziness. But I think we're on the road to recovery and our way back to being semi-normal, whatever normal is to you and I. Because my definition of normal might be different than yours, right? But nonetheless, we have another vaccine rolling out. We have the House passes the 1.9 trillion stimulus. And then the markets are green, right? We got three things going good for us from this weekend rolling into this week, guys. So hopefully we'll be in the green, right? So, LIVX, who are they? Let me grab my iPad here, guys. Get on into it. Okay. So, LIVX, where are we at here? Okay. It says LIVX Media, headquartered in Los Angeles. LIVX Media, the company, pronounced LIVX, is a global platform for live stream and on-demand audio, video, and podcast content and music, comedy, and pop culture. LIVX Live, which has streamed over 1,800 artists since January 2020, has become a go-to partner for the world's top artists. You hear the keyword, guys? The world's top artists, not in the United States, right? World, right? So world's top artists, that means a lot more money. Okay. And celebrity voices, as well as music festivals, concerts, including Rock in Rio, EDC, Las Vegas, and many others. In April 2020, LIVX podcasted its first 48-hour music festival called Music Lives. With tremendous success, it had earned over 50 million views and over 5 billion views for Music Lives on TikTok, and 100+ performances. LIVX's library of global events, video, audio, podcasts, and original shows are also available on Amazon, Apple TV, Roku, and Samsung TVs, in addition to its own app, destination site, and social channels. The company's wholly owned subsidiary, Podcast One, generates more than 2.25 billion downloads per year, with 400+ episodes distributed per week across a stable of hundreds of top podcasts. Guys, these guys obviously know what they're doing, right? They grab my notes here. Sorry about that, guys. You know what I mean? They have where you can watch it on your freaking Apple TV, on your Samsung smart TVs, right? So you can be streaming a podcast, a concert, any of that stuff at home, guys. If you can't afford to, say, go to Georgia or New York, wherever there's a live concert going on, right? You just pay like $20, right? Whatever the cost is. I'm just using $20 as an example, right? It's not fairly expensive. You pay $20 and you can watch your concert live in the comfort of your living room, you know, chilling back on your couch, you know what I mean? Do whatever it is that you do, right? Drinking a cold one, maybe smoking a spliff, taking a bong toke, or whatever it is that you know, tickles your fancy, right, guys? You know what I mean? But the point I'm making is, this company here is great. Hey, I think it's a good stock for your radar, right? Because of what they do, right? There's not a lot of companies out there that do this. Yes, there is other companies out there that do this, right? But they're very limited, right, guys? So, LIVX gained 15% on Friday, right? This was on Friday, guys. So, what I'm sharing with you is of Friday. So, LIVX gained 12.15% on Friday, rising from 354 to 397 during the day. It fluctuated 8.62% from the day low of 354 to the day high of 397, and pretty much it stayed at 397, right? And rising another 5.53% after hours, guys. Wall Street analysts give it a price target of between $6.42 and $9 in the next 3 to 6 months, which would be a 61 to 126% increase, guys, right? Being that if it went to $6.42, that would be a 61% increase. If it went all the way up to the $9, guys, that would be 126% in 3 to 6 months. Not too bad for an investment, right? So a lot of potential here, guys, right? In the last week, it was down 6%, right? Just like mostly all the other stocks, right, guys? But they were only down 6%. Not too bad, right? Some of my stocks were down freaking 15%, 20%, so on and so forth, right? You get the point I'm making, right? And then for, let me get my notes here. Where am I? Oh, in the last 3 months, they were up 67%. And in the last year, they are up 257%, which isn't too bad, right? And its first level of resistance is at $4.05. That second level of resistance is 414, right? And if it blows past that, well, that third level is 433, and then it's off to the moon if it passes that third level of support, guys. Right? The pivot point is at $3.87. First level of support is $3.77. So right now, guys, it's sitting currently right in between that first level of support at $3.77 and at that first level of resistance, which is $4.05, right? Which is currently sitting at $3.97. It's sitting closer to the first level of resistance than it is to that first level of support, which is a good thing, which means it's hopefully going to go up and not down if you choose to invest in this company. Not financial advice, just sharing my thoughts and opinions. If you need a financial advisor, go get one. Joking, guys. Okay, so now LIVX revenue is forecasted to grow 29% per year, right? In return versus industry, LIVX has exceeded the entertainment industry, which returned at 78%, as opposed to LIVX's to 215% per year. And return versus market, it also exceeded the U.S. market, which returned at 37%, as opposed to its 215% per year, guys. So obviously they're doing pretty good. Okay, right. The founder of LIVX, right, has bought shares 25 different times, and also its director, right? Excuse me, guys. My dog's barged in here. I gotta close my door. Sorry about that. Right. So back to my notes here. Yeah. So the LIVX founder has bought in shares 25 different times, right? And his board of director 5 different times, right? A combined of $53 million worth of shares, guys. That is 17% of the company, right? The owner and one of his employees, between the both of them, they own 17% of the company. $53 million worth of shares. That's a lot of company. Obviously, he believes in himself and his company, right? That is a major plus sign, guys, when an owner owns that much of a company, 17% and $53 million worth. That is excellent, and that is a good thing. You never want to see people selling shares of the company. That is negative to me, right, guys? And you have none other than BLACKROCK, the world's biggest institutional investors out there, right, guys? In the world, not in America, in the world, guys. They own $12.1 million worth of shares, right? And you have Vanguard, who is the second biggest hedge fund out in the world, right? So you have the first and second biggest institutional investors out there in the world who are invested in this company. What does that say about this company? That obviously says, guys, that there is profits to be made, and that is the whole bottom line of why we invest, is to make profits in our accounts. So hopefully your account and my account go up in them dollar signs, right? I mean, that's why I invest, is to hopefully make more money. That's the bottom line, right? So obviously if you have these big dogs, right, the big dogs, what are they doing? They're investing, right? And Vanguard has $9.3 million worth of shares invested, right? And there's other major institutional investors in there as well that I'm not going to continue to name, guys, but you got the two world's biggest institutional investors, guys, invest in this company. And like my motto always is, they are not going to invest in companies that they do not see profits in the near and foreseeable future, which is a big plus, right? Their revenue increased 96% year over year to a record of $19.1 million in the third quarter of 2021 fiscal, guys, right? Paid subscribers have increased from 180,000 to 1 million subscribers, guys, which is always a good thing, right? That means that there's more people paying for their services, and if more people, oh, my camera's bouncing because my dog's jumped on the bed. Sorry, guys. So, from 180,000 to 1 million subscribers, that's always a plus, because that more subscribers means more dinero, more money, right? So more money means that hopefully the stock goes up, and if the stock goes up, our accounts go up if you invest in this company, right? They had over 2 billion podcast downloads, right? Obviously, when you download, that costs money as well, so that's a plus. Equity increased by $23.5 million, right? Working capital increased by $21.5 million, guys, and cash increased $5.2 million to $17.6 million in third quarter of 2021, right, guys? So they made $17.6 million in cash, right? So if you minus 17.6 minus 5.2, that's what they made last year. So obviously they made more cash this year, is the point I'm making, guys. You know what I mean? So guys, that's why I wanted to put this one on your radar. I think this is a great one right now, what it sits at. The price that it's at, right? It went up a little bit on Friday, guys. So you could maybe wait to see what it does on Monday. Maybe it might come down a little bit more. Like I said, that first level, if you want it, wait till it comes back down, guys, to that first level of support at 387 from where it's at now, which is 10 cents, guys. So you know what I mean? You can either wait or you can maybe get in now if you want. Me personally, I'm going to buy some shares. I think it's a great stock to invest in. So when the market opens up, I'm probably going to pick up some shares. How much, how many, I don't know. I might let it go down a little bit more. I'm not too sure, guys, but I think it's sitting at a great price where it's at now to pick up shares if you want to. Not financial advice. This is Robin Hood and Stock Talk with Jaime G. If you found this video useful, guys, do me a solid, and it's free. Give it a thumbs up and a like. Oh man, my dogs are shaking my camera. Here, I'll pick it up now. Give it a fat thumbs up, guys. Smash that notification bell so you can be notified when I come through with these videos. I hope you guys have a wonderful, blessed the rest of your Sunday. And we hope and pray that tomorrow is a green day. Until tomorrow, peace.